Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with my review of the limited Black Edition Dragonzord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think I forgot the word legacy, but you can see it up there. So just like we got with the original Megazord, this is basically the same exact toy, just done in a limited edition, like black and gold repaint. The only difference really being that, unless I'm forgetting some other country that got it, we never got an original release Dragonzord in this color. It was only the original Megazord, at least in here in Japan, I believe. Like I said, there could be some sort of crazy thing I don't know about, but I don't think so. But anyway, as usual, we'll go over the box real quick just because there's nothing special about it. It's like the same exact box, just basically also repainted. Shot of the Dragonzord there. It advertises it's 11 inches. You got the name up there. It's all kind of, you know, black and goldy recolored. Not even just the toy, but like the box itself, which is kind of neat. In the top, shot of the same shot of the Zord, shot of all 5 or 6 Rangers, I can't even count. The name, here on the side is the story. Again, I'm just going to pause it if you want to, or I'm not going to pause it. You can pause it right here if you want to read it in depth, down here in different languages as well. Same shot of the Rangers. On the side here, there's another blurb. Feel free to pause and read any of them you want. And then there's the little stats. And then on the back it just shows you what you can do with them, as per usual. The combined mode Mega Dragonzord and then Dragonzord Warrior mode, all that fun stuff. Articulated tail, so basically the same box. And if you didn't see it when I was flipping all around, Toys R Us exclusive. So yeah. So now let's get this guy out of here and talk about the thrilling concept of white space. No, I'm just kidding. We're getting Dragonzord in here. Just give me a second. Just give me a second! Okay, here's the Dragonzord. Here he is. So you get everything that you see here, which is Dragonzord, and then also something I'll mention, one of the two we're going to need shortly, is this little stand right here, which is used for him to hold his like spear-like weapon in the form of the tail in Dragonzord Warrior mode. And then he actually has switchable hands, just like the original release. Right now he has just the straightforward hands, which are the most traditional and the most easy for transformation. But he also gets these sort of more relaxed, organic moved hands, which are actually really cool to have if you just want to pose them in Dragonzord mode. Super easy to switch out, but I'm not going to be using them because these hands are the easiest for transformation. So, anyhow, here he is in all his glory. Now, I'll be honest, I was pretty excited for this thing, and I like him design-wise quite a bit. I mentioned it in numerous reviews before, but I'm a huge fan of the black and gold repaints of Zords, and like a lot of people also, the Dragonzord's always been a favorite of mine, so the fact that we got this is kind of mega cool to me. I think it looks really cool. One thing of note is that the gold on the box, if you could tell, looked a little duller and almost cooler. Like, this is a situation, I'll have to admit, right here, I'm slightly torn. Look, you can see me on there. Where I think this looks pretty cool. Like, it shines really well, but it also gives me that chrome vibe, which sometimes I don't like. It's like right on the edge of both, but I still think it looks cool. Super reflective-y, as you can see. That's also a technical term. But the designs, like, on here really pop with the gold and the black gold. I think this looks really cool. As you can see, he's got the gold little hands, and down here the little symbols, and then down here at his crotch, so there's a little Z down there. We'll see more of that. We'll Z more of that. I'm so good. Look, it's my Mountain Dew. Okay, but yeah, so it looks cool. I really like it design-wise a lot, or you know, the color scheme design-wise. Obviously, it's the same Dragonzord. Here, we'll just take a look a little bit at the side. Here's the tail. As you can see there, it's the gold tip. That could be taken wrong, but just, I don't know, I really like it. I know there's like a huge amount of this is coming apart because I was transforming it before this, but a huge amount of, damn it, man, MMPR fatigue is what I was trying to say, and even though like I'm not really agreeing with it at the moment in terms of where we are in the Legacy line, because we're in Season 3, which is technically an entire season of different Zords, because we used 3 different seasons for that show, and we're almost done. But I can see why people would be annoyed with something like this, because, you know, we're doing MMPR only, and then to go back and do repaints of Season 1. But the thing is, this isn't halting us that much, and like I said, I have a personal bias because I love these type of repaints, and it's also cool that it's something we never got before, and it's super easy for them to do, and like, even if they ever do an edition like this of the Tiger Zord, I wouldn't even be mad, but I get why people would be upset at stuff like this, because it does does kind of halt us sometimes, but not really. But my point is, I really like it. But basically, it's the same thing as Dragonzord. If you own one, you've seen my review, other reviews, the same points. You can move his legs around a little bit and bend him because of transformation. You can move his hands, as I was just showing, you can move them around here. His mouth can open. His tail, as they advertised on the back, is all articulated because it has these little like ball joints in them, so that's kind of neat. And then they can all straighten out, obviously, for when you transform it. But on his own, I really like him. Very cool. So, I think I'm going to do this backwards for my Dragonzord review, and I'm actually going to do the combined mode with the Megazord first, because it's just kind of easier, just in my mind at least. So it's super easy. I'll do the prep. Is this zoomed in at all? Yes. Man, that made the difference. Okay, so we're going to do this, what it's been trying to do for the past few minutes, and just pull this piece out here, and we'll set it aside, and then just sort of finagle his arms into here. Also, I'm only going to be doing the Mega Dragonzord mode. I'm not going to put it in Titanus since it's hardly a change. It's just basically setting him in there and putting the tail on the back, and then like giving this piece to the front of Titanus or whatever. I believe that's right. So like if they ever do a black version of Titanus, then I would do that. But like this, it just wasn't worth bringing in Titanus. So lift these little flaps up and just kind of fold the legs into them and secure them. So you lift the flap up and like bend them in, secure it, and that's basically ready, and you have this heavy monster. Oh, don't forget to take off the tail like an idiot. That's kind of an important bit you're going to want to get rid of. So take that, and we will set all three of these aside and bring in the Legacy Megazord. I don't have the sword or the Mastodon shield because they aren't really necessary for what we're doing here at this moment. So prep for him is super easy. Just fold his shoulders down, I don't know where I was going. There's blurry things happening. Okay, sorry. And then just fold his helmet around, and then you're just going to slide this baby over top. Now, kind of like I did with my Dragonzord review, I'm basically going to show you what I'm going to be doing, and then cut away to it being done. It's not going to take an enormous amount of time, but it just eats up time. Me putting it on there, making slight little grunty noises as I'm trying to finagle it on there. Because it is still kind of annoying because this is so heavy and wanting to get it exactly right. But basically, you pull these two little things down, these little claws right there on each side, and you're going to snap them on top of here to secure it. I don't know why I said it like that. And then on the back, there is a little flap that you use to further secure it by pulling it down. And so we're just going to slide it over top and do all that finagling, and we will cut to, in a second, me having it all secured. Okay, there we have it, and it does admittedly look pretty damn cool all together. The way all the colors flow together looks nice, for sure. I said that really weird. I also said duns before the cut. I don't know what's wrong with me in this review. But anyway, it still does suffer from that problem that the original did. Maybe a little bit less, but maybe that might be psychological, but it's still heavy. I feel a little bit more secure about him standing there like on display, but when you're trying to get it on there and like if you mess up for a second or you're trying to push it down just right, like the Megazord buckles under the weight, and I frequently have to just put it in my lap and lay it down to put it on so that if I press too hard by mistake, then the legs don't collapse. I don't know where that accent came from, but yeah, that's really the main problem of this. Look-wise, really cool. I think it looks awesome flowing together like this, seeing both of them done in the special edition color. It's just the same structural problems still persist. But so if you want to know what this looks like on Titanus, just picture this on top of Titanus for a moment. That's what it looks like. Okay, so now let's do Mega Dragonzord, or Dragonzord Warrior Mode, excuse me, Mord. Wow, I'm such a good talker in this review. So we're going to take this guy off of there after all that time we spent, I guess. Okay, sorry about that, I had to cut away for a second. This is just kind of a difficult angle to pull it off of there with how heavy it is. Okay, so for the Megazord, basically you're just going to take his legs and his backpack and pull the Tyranno tail off so it's not holding it on there, and there we go. And then just set T-Rex aside. You're not going to need him anymore for this. Sorry, T-Rex. So just set these. This is like such a amalgam of parts. That fell off. Okay, Dragonzord is also super easy. Just snap them together. You can keep the legs basically the same since you're going to need these pegs facing. Just take these arms and fold them in to create the new chest piece. There you go, and then give him the legs. These should be the right side. If they're wrong, just picture them on the right side. There we go. So there's the legs. Super easy. And then give him the backpack, and make sure this piece is folded up because it will interfere with putting the backpack arms on if you don't have it on there right. Oops. And there we go. Wait, whoops, that one's not snapped. There we go. There we go, for real this time too. Electric Boogaloo. And then the helmet, you can see me on there because it's so shiny. Fold this down, and then fold his little helmet piece out. And then his weapon, just take the tail from earlier, and then like I said, it straightens out when you click all the joints together, and then you can kind of line it up or whatever. And then take this chest piece and pull it out so that there's more of a gap here, so that you may place the tail there. I kind of want to get it even though because it's bothering me. There we go. At least even to what I consider even. And then, where is it? The little stand piece here fits under here if you just fold that back. Snaps under there. See, look, you can see the seam more clearly there. And then here, there is a little compartment which pops out the handle, which he will hold. And boom, there you have it. There you have Dragonzord Warrior Mode, which looks pretty damn cool in this color scheme. Again, the weapon, just like with the original release, is a bit tall for like what it would be, or at least seemingly. But this mode looks really cool. I think just on its own, because of the cool factor, for me, I prefer the Dragonzord of all three modes by itself, but this is definitely a close contender. Like, I think this looks cooler than the Mega Dragonzord. It's just all around, just with the gold chest piece here and the gold here, it all flows together nicely and looks pretty damn awesome. I really like it a lot, and I think it really shines for sure. Let's just get one more closer with a look. My like accent and like word pronunciation is all over the place in this review. Okay, yeah, but very, very cool. Whoops, okay, overall, honestly, this thing is not a must-have. It's the same good quality as the Dragonzord, which I would say it's a very good release, good display material, good quality for the Dragonzord, with the only real problems being the stabilization in the Mega Dragonzord, and then subsequently the Ultrazord mode. That's really the only problems with it that I remember from having with the Dragonzord. But unless you're hugely into the repaints like me, this isn't a must-have. It's still good quality, but I only really recommend it if you like repaints like me, and on sale as well. Especially if you already have the Dragonzord, I would wait for either a sale or like if you have a coupon to Toys R Us or something and you like the repaints, that's when I can recommend it. So, but other than that, it's not a must-have, just because it's kind of one of those niche things. Niche? Anyway, until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Writer, signing out.